Coverage of the border crisis continues now with Channel 5's Santiago Caicedo. He learned today the city of Brownsville is using more than $3 million in taxpayer money to test migrants for COVID.
But the money isn't coming from the local budget. Watch.
Local humanitarian organizations tell us that the tents you see behind me have been receiving larger groups of migrants in the past couple of weeks. Now, those tents have been there since the end of March in the middle of Adams Street, and that's where migrants wait out their COVID results before crossing the street into the bus terminal. Yanina Banderas crossed into the valley 3 days ago.
Venimos miles de madres solteras de Honduras, igual a veces los padres solos.
Most of us are thousands of single mothers from Honduras and some single fathers too, she says. She tells us she and her young son had to be in Border Patrol custody outside in the heat for 3 days straight underneath the Ansalduas Bridge in Mission. She says it was all worth it to escape poverty in Honduras.
Ya no le ajusta el dinero.
I don't make enough money, she adds. Outside the bus station, volunteers with a local nonprofit have noticed a change in the number of migrants.
I would only see maybe like 5-10 families, but now we're getting like hundreds of people throughout the entire day.
Numbers that haven't been seen at this bus station since the end of the migrant protection protocols in Matamoros. Humanitarian organizations here in Brownsville tell us that on some days they see groups of up to 300 migrants come through this bus terminal, where they're also offered the chance to get a COVID-19 vaccine. The city of Brownsville has handled the increase of migrants differently than other cities like McAllen.
No funding from the city whatsoever. We're receiving funding from FEMA and federal government.
The COVID tests are done by temporary contractors with the city using $3.5 million from FEMA. Vaccines offered to the public are free of charge at the bus station, and they come from a nonprofit called Dignity LLC. With all the help offered to her, Yanina has a message to fellow migrants and Americans.
Este país no es de nosotros. Aquí solo venimos de visita para ayuda. Y hay que portarse muy bien porque las leyes son más estrictas. A veces uno se sobrepasa de las leyes y eso es lo que no le gusta al país.
The United States is not our country. We are only visitors here in order to get help. You have to be on your best behavior because the laws here are way more strict. Some migrants ignore those rules, and that's what people in the U.S. do not like, she says. Channel 5 News reached out to Border Patrol to find out exactly how many migrants are being dropped off at this tent processing center in downtown Brownsville. We haven't received a response, but as soon as we do, we'll pass that along to you. In downtown Brownsville, Santiago Caicedo, Channel 5 News.